is my machine.
Okay, now tell them, what is this we're doing?
Let's move, meditate, and make a Caius. And I am Caius, and that I'm Amber. It's true. I'm Amber, and that's Caius.
All right. If you made it through that without a smile, I don't know. All right, thank you, Caius. Okay, welcome to Move, Meditate, and Make a Difference. We're going to start by moving. I hear that people are sore. It's okay. I'm sore too, actually. So we'll pay attention to how your body feels. It may be, we worked hard on Monday, and so you may find that you used to be able to do 10 push-ups, and that for some reason, yesterday you could only do 5, and it's okay. It's because your body's recovering. So recognize that that's part of the process. You get stronger, your muscles fatigue, and you maybe can do a couple less for a day or two, and then you'll be able to do more. So just recognize that's part of the process and that you showed up, and that's awesome. So let's start just with an easy run. And if you show up and do less than you normally do, that's okay. You're still showing up. It's still part of your habit, part of your routine. And that's a big deal. And if you don't show up, you probably won't do any of the things that we actually do in this time. So, I mean, you might, but it would involve some telepathy or something. So, YouTube, right. You can do YouTube. Good point. It doesn't have to be telepathy. Okay, so today we're going to do some jumping jacks. So, you can do them little, like you can step out and in, right? You can make sure you do both sides if you're doing jumping jacks that way, or you can do them without that. Kind of a big thing from the little jumping we're doing to jumping jacks, but that's okay, you guys can do it. Feel your feet in the floor, and then we're gonna do the funny ones, the front ones. So you're gonna step one foot forward, other foot back, switch, switch. And this one feels like the Running Man to me, though it's not quite right, I don't think. I was gonna look up how to actually do the Running Man, but instead, I looked at this for you guys. Okay, so arms here. We're going to do the floss.
Oh, no.
So we do one side. Arms go. If you have kids, you've seen this dance craze called the floss. So that's one side. Now we're going to switch to the other side. So butt goes one way, hands go the other way, and then they meet. Right. Now the tricky part comes when you're supposed to switch each time. And I had it beforehand, and then I lost it. You have to really go fast.
Too bad Samani's not here.
Yeah, Samani was good at this. Right, so, okay. You got something. Move your hips a little bit. Move your arms a little bit. We'll keep working on the floss. If someone tells me that it's really important to them, we'll keep working on it. Okay, go back to your running. Hopefully it got everybody to smile a little bit.
They got me to smile.
Okay, let's do wrists. So you're just circling your wrists in 2 figure eights. We'll do big ones. And then we'll go a little bit faster so they'll be smaller. Then go back to big, and you're going to try and reverse it. So reverse the direction of your figure eight. Go faster. This direction's harder for me to go faster. I have to think more. Go back to slow. Good. Oh, I forgot to reset my clock. Okay, then couple big arm circles.
You just had 5.
Yeah, we'll just add 5 minutes. And then reverse your arm circles. Okay, so today we're going to start with your 80% squats. So weight is on your right foot. 80%, 20% is on your left foot. So it's your little kickstand, your heels up. You can do whatever you want with your arms. You can do like semaphore or, you know, whatever you want. You're gonna go down into your squat and come back up, and then you can change what you're saying. So you go down into your squat. We can make this a whole modern dance thing. Where are we doing? Oh, nice, Jesse. In my family, when you go like this, it means we're okay. We got it from scuba diving. So if you're ever out with us in the park and we do this and we're trying to tell each other, I'm okay, I'm okay. See if you can do it with your hands behind your back. Or you can't go as low. Or straight out in front. You do 5 more. As low as you can, keeping your back straight as you go. Not straight up, but flat. 3 more. 3. 2 more. Last one. Good, switching sides. Okay, starting your semaphore story again. See if you can repeat it exactly. I'm kidding. But it's an interesting challenge.
I don't think people know what a semaphore is. They
Oh.
do not know what that is.
So,
Some people do, some people probably don't.
so semaphore is when you speak with flags. You have 1 flag in each arm, and you can communicate across the Grand Canyon or the fjords. You can, you know, tell sonnets to people with just your flags. I think it's probably a Monty Python
I
reference.
think there was a Monty Python.
Hands behind your back. Oh, hands straight and forward. Now we'll say we're okay. I told the whole story here, so you got to do this one with your hands on your head a couple times. Okay, now you're going to do 5 more, arms wherever you want to. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Okay, then we're going to do push-ups around the clock. So we'll do, you get to choose if you do 3 push-ups in each of the directions, or 2 or 1. So you get to choose, and we're going to do, so you can orient yourself to your own north and south. So this for me is north. So we'll go north, south, east, west. It doesn't really matter. But you can do push-ups here, push-ups here, push-ups here, push-ups here. If you're doing push-ups on a chair or on your back of your couch or your counter, just stand up in between and then go back into position. This is just a distraction tool, so you can do your distraction by just standing up. So everybody ready?
Yep.
We're heading north, 3, 2, or 1 push-ups. Then switch to the other side, south. West. Oh, I went to east.
You have no idea.
I do.
You have no idea.
Stop. Okay, we're gonna do that again. Everybody ready? Go one direction.
Any direction.
Any direction. 2, 3. Go the opposite direction. 2. It's harder to do push-ups than you get to go.
Amber's got the giggles now.
1, 2, 3. Other way. 1, 2. All right, you're gonna come down to the floor. Actually gonna fit in our ab work today. Okay, so we got a couple options here. One option, feet are on the floor, is just to come up and come down. So that's option number 1. Option number 2 is to have your feet off the floor. And you actually go sideways for option number 2. We're just gonna do 2 options. Oh, and actually go sideways towards the open side so that you're not running into your leg. So the options are, you're just coming straight up. You guys can join me. I don't need to do it by myself. Now, or you can go side to side, bending your leg. Let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Onto your side. So, left arm coming straight at me, or bottom arm, that's a better way to put it. Bottom arm coming straight at me. Knees are bent. You're gonna come up and down. So actually start with your legs straight. Come up and down. And I'm actually coming up onto my bottom elbow. Up. I'm going to show you sideways. So everything's curling up and then going straight down into that line. So you're trying to stay really linear. Okay, let's go. Up and down. Up and down. Getting all the way up onto that bottom hip.
Now I can't see Lisa, but I can tell she's doing a good job
Lisa, awesome job.
because she's been here for the last 5 days. So.
She's been here 5 days in a row.
Or something like that.
Or
So
something
good
like
job,
that.
Lisa.
Awesome.
Good job for showing.
Okay, 2 more. 1 more. Switch sides. Bottom arm reaches long. Other hand behind your head, legs are straight. You're gonna come up onto your hip and down. And you're turning a little bit. So you're bringing your chest up towards your knees. Doing good, you guys. 2 more. 1 more. Good, coming to standing. Repeat. 80% squats. Right leg has 80% of the weight. We're gonna go faster this time, so don't worry about your semaphore arms. You go down and up. Your faster might not be as fast as I'm doing it, that's okay. Trying to keep most of your weight on your right leg. Two more. 1 more. Good, switch legs. 1, 2, 3. You're the judge if you're going to your max, whatever your max is for today. 7. You're also in charge of not beating yourself up. Mentally or physically. Good, that was it. Okay, push-ups in our directions. Pick your direction. See if you can match the number of push-ups you did last time. That's the goal. Okay, if you don't reach it, you're aspiring. Ready? Go. Switch directions. Switch directions. Switch directions. Awesome. Take a little break. We're going to repeat it for a second round. If you're noticing that you're not getting as full of a range of motion, drop down either to a lower push-up number or to using your knees instead of your feet. So if you're doing 3, if you're doing 1 push-up and you're only going a little ways, instead of being up here, come down onto your knees so you can get that full range of motion. Not always, but now, in this moment. If you're doing 1 push-up, you're not getting very far. Give it a try on your knees. Everybody ready? You're refreshed now. 1. However many you do here, switch directions. Keep your head in line with your back. Remember that stick we used last week. Straight, change directions. Remember, you can be doing this at a chair and just stand up in between. Last direction. Well done, guys. Back to the floor. Okay, so now you get to choose between 2 options. Option number 1, feet are on the floor. You roll up, you roll down. Maybe you only get to here, that's okay. Option number 2, feet are off the floor. You come up to the open side and down. Everybody see if you can go a little bit faster than you were. Keep breathing, keep moving. If you start to feel it in your back, change to the lower one. If you're doing the one that's already pretty stationary, just hold the position. Doing good, guys. Keep going, keep going. A few more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Good. Now we're going to do accordion crunches. So on your side, bottom arm reaches forward. Anybody have predictions on whether or not Sky's trying to nurse while we do this? This would actually work, sort of. So coming up and down, up and down. Legs are off the floor, up. Bottom elbow is helping you. And down, up and down, up and down. On second thought, it'd probably be fairly annoying to try and nurse while doing this exercise. Plank probably worked better. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. So bottom arm reaches long. Hand behind your head. Coming up onto your elbow. And down. 2, and down. 3, down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to do 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Good. All right. We got our abs in today. Okay. Now, since we did some push-up work, we're going to remember this stretch for your wrists. So hands hold your fingers, and you're going to pull them away, keeping your elbow in close to your ribs, pulling them down, looking for this stretch across here. Breathing. And then you're also going to do your thumb. It stretches in a little bit different direction. Follow that. Don't try and force it. It can both stretch back and then also a little bit out to the side. Then let's do each finger individually. 1 finger, 2 fingers. Good, and then one last one with this one. Straighten your arm and find that stretch. Don't hyperextend your elbow. You can keep it a little bit bent. If you can get that way out there, you don't have to do that. It's about your wrist. You can keep your elbow a little bent if you need to. Then switch sides. Fingers. Breathing. Noticing your breath slowing down. Noticing your, excuse me, your heart rate. Switching to your thumb, bringing it sideways, bringing it back. Now fingers, pinky, ring finger, tall man, pointer finger. You can tell Kai is in preschool. Whole hand, arm straight. Whatever the stretch is for you. And then release it. All right, time to meditate.
Hello, everybody. Find a good meditation position. Feel your breath. Listen to your heartbeat. Again, today you can choose eyes open or closed. I'm going to start today with my rendition of a very quick Zen story. A Zen monk is very interested in becoming enlightened, and he goes to his master and says, "Master, I'm going to practice 8 hours a day. How long will it be until I'm enlightened?" And the master says, "Oh, about 10 years." And the Zen monk thinks for a minute. He says, "Okay, well, how about I practice for 16 hours a day?" And the Zen master says, about 20 years then. So the point is, I think you get the point, but it's not the amount of time that you spend doing meditation that makes the difference. The point of meditation is to be in the present moment. And in the present moment, there's no amount of time. So having an extra 30 minutes or an extra 16 hours a day doesn't replace this moment. Even if you have, say, only 5 minutes a day, you can still get to the present moment. In fact, you can never leave it. But anyway, let's take a big, deep breath in together, inhale and exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Let's see how long it takes us to feel the bottoms of our feet on the floor or the bottoms of our leg on the floor. How long does it take us to relax our face? How long does it take us to bring our attention to the sounds in the room? How long to sink down into the heart space, like we did yesterday? How long to relax our back, our lower back? How long to relax the hip flexor? How long to feel your full weight into your chair or into the floor. So if you meditate 16 hours a day, and it takes you 20 years to reach enlightenment, and you meditate 8 hours a day, and it takes you 10 years to reach enlightenment, what does that mean if you meditate 5 minutes a day? It means it's instantaneous. It's anytime you pay attention to your breath, anytime you pay attention to the dishes while you're doing the dishes, anytime you smile, and Kaya says it's time for make a difference. So let's all inhale and exhale together. Ready? Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. All right.
Oh, hold on. We'll tell this one first. Okay. So today's Make a Difference is something that those of you who know me very well will be shocked to hear me recommend. Today's Make a Difference is that we recommend you go on a fast. Should we clarify?
They have already figured it out. A news fast. A news fast. So today, our challenge is maybe check the news for 5 minutes, make sure there's anything pressing that you actually need to know, and then see if you can unplug. Maybe that means, instead of listening to the radio, listen to a book on tape, listen to a podcast. See what happens if you give yourself a break from it.
And I'm showing you my Make a Difference.
But do eat, just to clarify.
Yeah. Eat.
Do each make a difference.
Okay, well, we'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Yes.
And just a reminder, no class on Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. And then we'll be back on Tuesday. No matter what, we'll be back on Tuesday for a move, meditate, make a difference. And we'll talk about what's next after that.
If you haven't filled out the survey, please do. They're very helpful. They are also completely anonymous. So if you ask us a question in your survey notes, we don't know who to reply to. So
some people have just been writing us by email. If you don't care about the anonymous part or you have more to say than you can fit in the form, we really welcome that. And it's been very helpful just if you want to write us.
Give us your thoughts.
Jesse
please.
or Amber at happyhumanfitness.com. So, all right. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow.
My machine has a jetpack. Let me finish mine.